What the fuck have you got in your hand? Put that down.
I've been dropping loads around this fucking house like a goddamn dump truck. You don't come on my stuff. I'll come wherever the fuck I want, James.
You have not been listening to what I have been saying.
Oh my gosh. Elvira, I'm sorry. Are you all right?
Just, so damn itchy.
That plum looks good. Can I trade it for your Twinkie?
Part four.
Part four. Josh, I just wanted to say your haircut is looking stylish.
Nice.
It's nice. It's a nice haircut.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I'm feeling confused, dude. You're making me feel very confused.
Oh, you!
I'm not.
He's used to seeing you with hair, and now you don't have as much hair. And he's like, "Wait, who is that?"
Yeah, it's a very like. What is it?
I don't think that's what he meant.
What
do you mean?
That's what he meant.
No, it's very. It's given me some Jimmy Darmody from Boardwalk Empire vibes for sure. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it is. Yes.
You know why?
Yes.
I also sometimes used to rock that haircut.
You
Nice.
did.
Wow.
You did.
Yeah, I'm at the this weird. I want to grow my hair long again because I'm starting to lose it, and I don't want to miss out. Like I had long hair and I loved it, and I want to do it one more time. But I also fucking hate when it's long on the sides. So I'm just like, just shave the sides, and we'll keep this going. And the barber knows what he's doing. He's good at it.
Yeah, dude, you're just gonna turn into me.
Yeah.
That's the plan. Yeah.
And then Justin.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I miss my hair, but nah.
You know what? Having I know that I don't show it, but Justin, I have long as fuck hair, and I don't love it. It's a lot.
What's weird is you always had. Well, no, you had long hair. Like,
we switched stages. At some point. We switched for sure.
Right.
Where I had.
That's right. I've seen you with the long hair, Justin. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. I had luxurious,
fantastic hair.
fucking amazing hair.
Yeah. It was.
I had the privilege of cutting it off and putting it in the envelope to send to that wig place, and
it was good. It was a good head of hair.
Good
hair.
It's just all fucking jerk.
Whoever ended up with your hair was fucking spoiled, Justin.
Yeah.
Whoever got that hair was like, I'm so glad I got cancer because now this is what my hair is like.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, Josh. Jesus.
All right, Dre, the episode can start here.
Good Lord. I thought this was going to be our solid 5 minutes of good old-fashioned wholesome content.
Yeah, well, I think that was mighty wholesome. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm silver linings. Come on.
Silver lining.
I didn't say it was a kid. I just said it was somebody. Like,
That's fair.
you made it dark. No,
as I am wont to do. Yeah.
Good, solid haircut, Josh.
thank you. I'm excited about it. Yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes.
I'm excited about it.
No, it's funny.
I'm excited about it too.
No, I mean, I am too. I am too.
Clearly.
Yeah.
The whole episode's going to be about.
Yeah, just dudes complimenting dudes.
Yeah.
You know?
You got to gas your homies up, man.
Got to gas your homie up.
It's a spin-off podcast we're going to do. Dudes complimenting dudes.
Oh my God. Honestly,
that'd probably be solid.
Yeah. They'd be like, this is like my comfort podcast. I just feel like we're all friends.
Man, you're looking really good today.
Yeah. Like, I'm jealous that you guys can wear hats. Like, we had this hat conversation right before we started recording, and I've always been jealous of dudes who wear hats because hats just don't work on me. Like, Derek, you got a good head for a hat. I don't.
It's funny you say that because I didn't wear hats for years. I mean,
dude, same.
I can't picture you without a hat now, dude.
It's a fairly recent thing. I mean, it's just I just started wearing hats.
I think I've always known you with hats.
It's not.
known me for
Derek's
6 months.
Derek's not fair. Derek's the worst example because, like, you just saw he took his hat off, tousled his hair a little bit, and he's fucking hot as shit.
Yeah.
Like it's just like he's just.
Like, I don't usually wear these, and I'm like, oh, we're in a GQ photo shoot now. Like, how did you just go into slow motion, Derek? Yeah,
you're just sticking
I
to
don't
the
usually
theme.
wear hats.
This dude's complimenting dudes. That's all this is.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice.
Look, I think this is a healthy thing for dudes to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dudes
I
need to
feel
compliment
great
their
right
other
now.
dudes.
Yeah.
I'm very aroused.
Very hyped.
Halloween movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's
You
see.
getting your timer
Pull
ready?
up the list.
Yeah, I'm getting my timer ready. Do you need me to send you the list?
No, I got the list.
Well, you got the list.
Oh, I got the list.
Got the
handy
list.
dandy notebook.
Got a list. What your list got to do with it?
Salt and pepper,
I believe so. Yes.
right?
Did you know that they are in fact here?
Oh fuck!
Oh, like they're performing in Tampa?
No, Salt and
Right.
Pepper's here.
Yeah.
God
Salt and Pepper's
damn
here,
it,
Salt and Pepper's here,
Justin.
Salt and Pepper's here.
Gee.
Got him. How many minutes are we doing? For 10. We did 10
I
last
think
night,
we do
right?
different every episode.
Yeah, I think we should do at least
25.
twice as much time as we dedicated to my haircut and Derek's hat.
Well, that's 10 minutes. Hey, that's 10 minutes a movie. So here we go.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's not the right one. Oh, cool. Go. What is it? Frankenweenie?
Frankenweenie.
I've watched this once, fucking 15 something years ago.
I think it might be a little important to mention that we're doing this immediately after, pretty much like 2 days after we got power after a hurricane.
Yeah.
So I was about to be like, man, I should have watched Frankenweenie. He was like, oh wait, I couldn't have. Fuck.
no.
Because I've seen it. I don't remember it at all. I do remember fucking loving it when I saw it.
Yeah, so did I. I
also loved it the one time I saw it.
Well, yeah. So I watched it for the first time, I'd say a few years ago, and now it's been a regular watch. Having a 4-year-old now,
okay,
and
right.
it's one of those for me. It's one of the few Halloween kids movies that I find to be genuinely creepy and still appropriate for young kids.
Yeah,
where it really,
Definitely.
and it's Tim Burton just doing a hell of a job of really having creepy.
It's that like
vibes, as we like to
cartoony
say.
creepy.
Yes, yeah. And just a brilliant spin on the whole Frankenstein story, and it's I like it. It's not one that'll keep my kid up at night, but still like this is off-putting.
Yeah.
But it's dope. I think it's, as we like to say, it's really got the vibe, you know?
Yeah.
It's
It's
got some strong vibes.
Got a good vibe.
Good vibes.
As you know, I'm sure that we're all obsessed with dogs in some way. Dogs are the best. And like it's such a like
I'll hug every dog.
I hug every fucking dog.
I'll hug every dog.
Sometimes even if the dog doesn't want to be hugged.
Yeah. I'd be like, nah, man.
You know what? It's worth it. I bled to death because I
The owner will be like, he's working, and I'm
like,
like, I don't care. He's getting a hug.
Yeah, he's getting a hug. He deserves that hug.
He's sniffing. He's sniffing for drugs. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's from what I remember. His wiener dog dies, and then he like fucking kid Dr. Frankenstein's him back to life.
Yeah,
dude, it's the perfect gateway to Frankenhooker for a kid.
100%. Holy shit, I hadn't put that together, but yeah.
You lose
So
a loved one.
what year is that? 10?
Yeah. I mean, depending on the kid, depending on the maturity.
Where's the bridge there?
Right.
Because Frankenweenie's, is it PG or G? I think it might be PG,
right?
Oh, this is great. Oh man, this would be really fun. Like 7 degrees of bacon or whatever.
It's PG.
Like how do you get from one like not at all scary movie to whatever movie in how many fucking movies? how many.
I was just wondering what the bridge from Frankenweenie to Frankenhooker would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it right?
Young Frankenstein, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. That's one that I need to rewatch, and that's probably going to be in one of the honorable mentions.
Definitely.
That I think belongs on that.
Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't put it in there because it's such
which
a
one?
classic. Young Frankenstein.
Yeah, I haven't seen that since I was a kid.
It's so good. It holds
we used to
up
watch it a lot,
surprisingly well.
We used to watch it a lot in high school. I don't know if you guys had teachers that would throw that on in October. I just remember and I probably haven't seen it since then. But,
really?
Yeah.
I feel like I watched that one in college. I think I took a what is funny class or something. Like it was a film theory class.
Yeah,
in one of the.
It's definitely one of the It's the funniest. I think it might be the funniest of the Mel Brooks movies.
I could see that. I think that's a lot of people.
It feels like a controversial take for some reason, but
there's a lot of people who I've seen, especially online, talking about that movie, saying that that's easily their favorite Mel Brooks movie.
Yeah,
I'm
like
sure. It is definitely classic.
Yeah, it's rude, but it's not offensive.
Right. It's no Frankenweenie though.
It's no Frankenweenie though.
No Frankenhooker.
Which is what we are talking about.
Yeah, which is what we're supposed to be discussing.
That's how
I thought we'd get through at least one movie before getting off the rails, but no.
Yeah.
You mentioned Mel Brooks, everything's fucked.
Yeah. But Frankenweenie, it's such a I remember it being the perfect amount of cute. Frankenweenie specifically.
They're talking about Gene Wilder.
Yeah, I mean that too. That's that's a different conversation right there. But I remember it being so cute, and also just it resonates so much because like everybody at some point it knows that feeling of like you lost your buddy. You know what I mean? Like I'd bring back a dog for sure.
Oh, 100%.
For sure.
The only reason I wouldn't bring back a dog is because I've seen Reanimator
and Pet Sematary
and
yeah,
and Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
There's a lot of reasons to not do necromancy, but
I don't know. I'd probably do it.
Yeah, fuck it.
This one's got such a stacked cast, though. I just realized.
Really does.
I didn't. I took a quick glance when I was trying to find the connection between this and Kevin Bacon. And I did not realize just how many people are in this, or did voiceovers for.
It's serious, Winona Ryder, Catherine O'Hara, Martin Short, Martin Landau.
Yeah,
it's
that one kid from Ozark.
Oh shit, that is him.
Wait,
wow,
who
Christopher Lee,
Tom Kenny.
That makes sense. Christopher Lee is. I think Christopher Lee is the narrator.
Well, no, he's
he plays Dracula.
Yeah, when they're watching Dracula on the TV, it's him playing Dracula.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The kid from Ozark is the who did he play? Wyatt.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah,
Charlie
the guy,
the
guy that had a weird relationship with the older woman.
Is that the kid? What the fuck? My ad block is updating. What?
That was so weird. That was very unsettling.
Yeah.
It was just very unsettling. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Catherine O'Hara also does voiceover in The Monster House or Monster House.
Really?
I've never seen that.
Which I watched for another honorable mention.
Yeah.
Is what?
Okay. Isn't that Dan Harmon?
Yes.
Isn't that his movie? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's him. I think it's him and Rob Traub.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What was it about?
No, please.
Yep. No, go ahead.
No, talking about Monster House.
I mean, again, honorable mention, I'd say, and I watched it for the first time last week, and it was really good. So one that I'll probably continue watching with having a kid in the house till he's older, and graduating to Frankenhooker.
Wait,
you send
why is this so specifically geared towards getting him to Frankenhooker?
I don't know.
I mean, we're talking about Frankenweenie.
Yeah, it's half the titles right there.
I am wondering, because we've got a lot of honorable mentions here with like Frankenweenie. Also reminds me of Paranorman, which is one that we didn't put on this list.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that either.
Oh, that's
heard
my
good
favorite
things,
Leica
though.
movie. I know everyone loves Coraline, but Paranorman's my favorite.
You know
I'm
what?
watching that one soon.
I haven't seen Coraline yet, and I think I'm going to change that soon this year. But I have seen Paranorman, and Paranorman's fucking great. I always forget about it for some reason, though. It's such a good, like, seriously,
I'm just going to text you once a week now and be like, hey, Paranorman.
Please do. Hey, Paranorman? No, I remember it because you text me every week.
Yeah, got it.
Derek, you texted us not that long ago. I think before you went to your trip. Did you have like the kids from your neighborhood movie watch? What did you show?
Yeah, it was Monster House.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to do Monster Squad.
It was going to be Monster Squad, and I was just second guessing myself. I was like, I don't know, and then I like read. I just Googled real quick, like parent review, like is this appropriate? And then like I just showed one of the moms I was over, like, hey, if you're cool, like, because one of the daughters was like, I showed trailers, and they were like, Monster Squad. I was like, okay, but like
that in itself is awesome.
Yeah. And she's 7, and like I showed the mom, like, hey, like just read this, like I want you to be aware. And she's like, yeah, maybe not. I was like, yeah, for sure. Like, I get it. There's a couple things there that like I'll watch it with my kid. I'll watch it with I mean the whole virginity thing, it's like it's just
the virginity thing, and he does say
F-bomb.
the F-bomb,
yeah.
And like
I feel like
I think there's one other thing, but
you can kind of, at least for me, the way I'm viewing it, I know we're off topic here, but like
I think, you know what, man? I think that this is a really important fucking like point of view to have, honestly.
Well, I'm gonna watch Monster Squad with my kid and not the neighborhood kids, and I feel like especially at his age, like he won't even notice those things. You know what I mean? Like
I love that it goes off right now. Yeah. Stop having the actually informative part. Go ahead.
Cabin of the Woods. I like, okay, Cabin of the Woods. I would say that this is, I don't care if anybody disagrees with me because I think it's right. I think that this is the most creative story I have ever seen in a horror movie.
Yeah, 100%. But
it's gotta be.
The only fucking problem with it is you. No. Yeah, you're gonna agree with me. You're gonna agree with me.
Okay.
You can't show this to somebody. You can't show this to somebody who's not super familiar with horror,
right? Who doesn't know the tropes?
They may dig it.
They may like it.
They may like it, but it's not gonna like resonate.
I think they'll catch the obvious ones, but there's a lot that'll go over their head.
Right? Yeah. Well, and I've kind of been using it as a goal for. Because Keith's girlfriend has just never really been into horror movies. So we started showing her horror movies last year, and with the intention of we need to get her caught up on enough stuff so that we can eventually show her Cabin in the Woods. And she's like, oh, I fucking get it. Like, that's crazy. Because like, if it's just kind of like, yeah, all right. I don't know. I want somebody to love it.
Because I remember when we saw it in theaters, we were just like, okay, cool. Like, all right, let's just go see a silly horror movie.
Yeah.
And then halfway through, we were like, wait a minute, this is different. This is way different.
We knew about it existing, and we knew that it had been shelved for some reason, and that it was crazy that it was coming out.
Yeah.
Shit.
And so when we went to see it, we were kind of like, huh?
The Power of Thor. It was Hemsworth got cast as Thor, and they were like, dude. Oh, we've got a Hemsworth movie just like sitting on a shelf right now.
Fucking God, because it's seriously like, we went into it like, well, it had to have been shelved for a reason, right? And like, it's probably sucks. And then it's like, oh, this is my new favorite horror movie.
I've watched this movie.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a handful of movies where I could actually say I've watched them countless times, and this is one that I have watched countless times because it's
my
like,
internet is going in and out.
Yeah, I was
so
gonna say
right now.
I just know. I was like,
that.
oh yeah,
what?
Can you hear
Justin's in the shower.
Oh no!
Right now.
Uh-oh.
Justin watched The Ring.
Oh no!
Should I keep going, or are we waiting for?
Yeah. I mean, the audio's still recording.
Yeah, if I mean, you can still hear me, I guess. Justin, we'll talk later.
Wait a minute.
There he is.
Is it going back?
Are we back?
Here we are.
Are you back?
Well, he's back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't
now
see Josh.
He's now
there we
responding in sync with our questions.
There we go.
Yeah. Just keep that. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
These things happen. No, I was going to say this is one movie that I actually have watched like countless times because I saw it in theaters and was immediately like, how the fuck did I like this? Didn't get any promotion or fanfare really. It was all word of mouth, and this is so good. And then I show it to everyone I know who's never seen it.
Yeah.
I showed it to my niece and nephew. My nephew was, I think, 10 at the time, and but he wanted to watch a horror movie, and we'd already showed him like Krampus and It and stuff like that. And I was like, "You want to watch Cabin in the Woods? It's one of my favorites." And I was like, "I don't know if you'll understand half of it because you haven't seen enough horror movies to get all these tropes, but it's really funny." And then his mom walks in during the woods like lovemaking scene, and she was like, "What the fuck are you showing my son?" And I was like, "It's just boobs. He's gonna see boobs. It's fine. It's just, they're gonna be gone in a minute. Don't worry. She's gonna get cut in half. It'll be fine."
That just made me think, and I don't know why this never occurred to me. I guess because I'm a negative bitch. It would be a really good way for a kid, especially, to show them, and then you entice them to go after and figure out all these different references and watch those. It's a really good, but because they're like, why does that guy look like that? That's so cool. And you're like, it's a reference to Hellraiser. You should watch Hellraiser next. And then, and then his mom never brings him over again. It's the perfect poison apple. This is how we do it. We're gonna send out tapes of Cabin in the Woods to all the what you think 5-year-olds? Start at 5. Just every year they'll get one every year for their birthday.
Yeah,
and then
that's what
eventually
they'll
get into it.
Yeah. The only thing that I've always wanted more of from that movie is I want to see the Titans at the end.
Yeah,
just the hand. That's
100%.
Really it. But I mean, I get
only reason I'm okay with it. The only reason I'm okay with it is because it's instead of Titans, we get 9 Inch Nails, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
That's the only trade-off I could accept.
Yeah. But yeah, the way that movie is put together, how they I remember being in theaters and it gets to the point where the main girl looks like she's going to die, and then they're all celebrating and everything. I remember looking at James going like, "That was a really short movie."
Right.
And then you realize like, oh no, you're just in the halfway point. So I mean, it was such a creative, it was so creatively done, and how they could take a simple idea and expand it to the level that they did. I really wish
the amount of world building alone
exactly
is fucking incredible.
Yeah, I just want more of that. I guess I want more of the effort that kind of took, just to try to brainstorm something to that magnitude and introduce something new. But it was also such a labor of love, because obviously they tried to fit in everything that they possibly could, and they did it so fucking well.
That's the thing is I've seen other movies try to kind of do something like this, and it never works because the concept of why they're all there doesn't make any fucking sense. And this, while it's insane and it definitely requires a lot of suspension of disbelief, but it's also I could fucking see that if all this shit was possible, I could absolutely see this.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's such a good movie.
I think what's crazy to me, because as a writer, if you're working on a screenplay or script, a lot of things people ask for is you need that subplot. You always need a second thing happening, and it's so hard if your main focus is no, it's going to be a killer and he's going to be this and he's going to chase these people, and you're like, okay, but what are we going to cut to every once in a while that's also happening to keep the movie fresh? And this one's there's people dying in the woods, and then we're going to cut to an office environment with just these fucking and the way they connect the two is so fucking funny.
Straight down the middle office environment. Too. The only difference is that they're talking about fucking horror monsters as if they're fucking
this big sacrificial ritual. The what's his fucking name? How am I forgetting it now?
Oh my god,
they have to talk to the guy on the side of the road who warns them
Mordecai.
Yeah. Like, that's the trick is they don't listen to him and they go on, but we have to give them that opportunity.
You got me on speakerphone, don't you?
And then the fucking merman callback.
Oh my god, the merman
so beautifully done.
That was in when we first saw that. I was like, they're never gonna we're just not gonna get a merman. It's gonna be a throwaway joke that we never get. And like they finally paid it off, and I've never felt more satisfaction for a fucking payoff in my life. It's so good and so fucking like exactly because he says some shit like it's really like not fun. It's so gross. It's such the cleanup is a motherfucker in it. They deliver on every aspect of it. Like, oh no.
Yeah. And what other movie has a killer unicorn in it? Bonkers.
Yeah. Almost, I can't think of one single part of that ending sequence of fucking absolute horror icon chaos that's like not clever as fuck.
Yeah, every bit of it.
It's just
pandemonium, gore. And you just see, like, it's just fun. Every time I watch it, I try to focus on a different part of the screen and see if I can pick out a different reference. Because I'm like, oh, it's like The Strangers. Oh, it's like these guys. Oh, it's like this.
Yeah. I'm sure there's plenty that I still haven't caught. That there's so much of it.
100%. There's definitely a couple that I'm like, what? Like, what is the ballerina? I've never understood is she just a weird concept? I can't think of anything.
They predicted Abigail.
Oh, fuck. Damn.
Maybe. Well, I don't know, man. Kids are creepy, so.
That's true.
I just love I got to look at the whiteboard. I always forget to check that out because the whiteboard's got all the monsters on it, and then one of them is just Kevin.
I wanted to see Kevin.
Everyone's like, who the fuck is Kevin? But it's I bet on zombies. It's like, yes, you bet on zombies, but this is zombie backwoods redneck family. two totally different things.
More than anything, I just want this moment to end. I
use that so often.
Yes,
that was a good one.
Lost Boys.
My fucking god! First, one thing I wanted to say real quick is that Cabin in the Woods is a night of Halloween movie for me, and so is fucking Lost Boys. Holy shit! Lost Boys is my fucking movie. Like 90% of my aesthetic is based on seeing that movie when I was 8 and being like, I'm gonna be a vampire. I want Alex Winter's coat, and then I saw White Zombie, and I was like, "Oh, I'm White Zombie. Got it. Okay, cool." But
I think that has the coolest cast,
the coolest
looking cast of the 80s.
Definitely.
100%.
It's the first of the two Corys, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't a frame in that movie where anybody didn't look fucking cool.
Yeah. It's even the people that are like, what, like fucking Tim. Fuck, I can't think of his last name. Tim Capello. Like, even him, you're like, what is going on right now?
But I like it.
I like this so much.
That's why Justin had long hair.
Yeah.
He was going to play the saxophone for a while, too.
He was so buff. He was so buff playing that saxophone.
Dude,
just
still believe.
Jacked.
What's crazy is he's still pretty fucking jacked.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah, dude.
Like that's
you're not supposed to be that Jack playing the sax, and with him it's just.
But he did it. He fucking nailed it. Yeah, he nailed it.
So, did you know that he's also the person who did saxophone for the Mad Max Thunderdome Tina Turner song? Because he was Tina Turner's fucking saxophonist.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I did read that somewhere.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
that's
what
wild.
A cool dude.
Yeah, dude. Fucking what a fucking life.
Huh.
I just love the interview I read with. I think it was Alex Winters, because I did this. Lost Boys is a summer movie for me. I love this movie so much, but I usually don't watch it on Halloween time. I usually watch it in like August.
I'm obsessed, so I usually do it in summer and
4 to 5 times a year. Yeah. Fair. But I had done like my top 5 vampire movies and forgot this one because I'm a fucking idiot. And so every one of the comments was like, how do you not include Lost Boys? And I was like, you're right. How did I completely forget about Lost Boys? And so I was like, let me talk about that one. And I did during Pride Month because of how gay this movie is in a complimentary way.
Valid point.
And Alex Winters talked about it in an interview where he's like, no, I think everyone knew what Schumacher was going for when he made us dress like that and act like that. And he's like, and we all fucking loved it. We were into it. Like, because you don't see this anymore, or you don't like see this nowadays. And he's like, but I grew up with like drag shows and shit. Like Alex Winters grew up with all that as a kid, so he never understood like homophobia or any of that bullshit, and so he was all in on it. I'm like, man,
Alex
this makes
Winters
me love the movie
so much more sense.
Yeah. I'm like, I love this shit. So
Fuck
Lost Boys. Now I am gonna watch it again. Good job.
Hell yeah.
You
Fuck
made me
yeah.
remember how good it is.
The
That'll
only
be
reason I exist
thing.
on this earth is to make people be like, I should watch Lost Boys again.
I feel like in the 80s, or I feel like what the world is missing nowadays is just there's nobody named Star anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like back in the 80s, like all these movie people were like, my name's Star.
But they're like into crystals and shit like too much.
Yeah,
now.
they're not as cool.
Yeah, they're doing tarot readings on TikTok. They're not really.
Some of that stuff is okay.
Yeah, they're not fucking
maybe not the
vampires.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they don't have vampire little brothers or whatever.
Yeah.
You can't pull it off now.
No.
Yeah, no, it doesn't
My
work.
name's Star. Fuck off.
Like, all right, okay, dude. Yeah.
Okay, dude.
I'm sure it is.
And if it actually is, then I'm sorry.
Right, yeah.
I forgot what movie it was, but that one where they're like, it is Lost Boys. Your parents too.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Also, the hair in this movie is
oh my god
impeccable.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a great hair movie.
Oh my god.
You make fun of the mullets all the time, like we were talking about Joe Dirt and shit, and you would think that there's no way a mullet could look this good, and then you see it on Kiefer Sutherland, and
dude,
you're like,
it looks fantastic.
I want to try that so bad, and no one else could pull it off.
No one else. It's such a specific. It's his fucking face makes that mullet work.
Yeah, it's a good head.
It's just a good head.
It's just a good head, man. He's got a head for a mullet.
You heard it from Justin first. Yeah. Kiefer Sutherland has good head.
Yeah, that's what makes it. You know, not everybody can rock. Like I've seen, you see some good mullets, and when I say good mullets, I mean, obviously means it's a bad mullet.
Right.
But because like with those, like the worse they are, the better they are.
Yeah.
You know, but his just feels natural.
It's a good mullet.
Yeah.
Like
I have been strongly considering growing a mullet. I might do it.
I
After
think
this
you should.
conversation. I might.
I think you really, really should.
Yeah.
Especially if you bleach blonde it too.
Yeah.
And then you can stop wearing hats again.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's nice with the hat, and you pull it off.
I'll be torn.
Whoa.
Because he's got a good head for a
guy's
for
got
a hat.
a mullet.
True.
But I mean, he's got a good head for a mullet.
No. See, what you do is you got to tuck the mullet up, and then you take the hat off,
and then boom,
shake it out.
Yeah. Shock the people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I wonder.
Whenever it happens, slow motion kicks in. People are like, ooh.
Yeah.
Say Lost Boys caused this.
There you go. Like I fucking knew it. I wonder if he had that mullet before or after he turned into a vampire.
Oh, that's a good question.
Ooh, that's a really good question.
I bet you he had it before. I bet you he was a pretty cool dude before.
Did they cover how old he is?
I mean, that's a good. Well,
because he probably didn't have it before he was a vampire. If he got turned in like the 1890s,
you know what? Because the missing poster kit, the missing posters has Alex Winter's face on it. So
also,
it's
said in the movie. I fucking party rules guy. In the movie, it said that Max turned them, so they were just a shitty punk gang on the fucking Santa Monica.
Right. So it's recent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he had that. He had that mullet before.
Yeah, he had it before.
It'd be weird if it wasn't. Like if they're like 150, 200 years old, and they like just keep with the trends every fucking decade.
Yeah.
It's like when you get, 200 years old, what are you doing?
According to Interview with the Vampire, your hair grows back from whatever the fuck it was when you got turned into a vampire. It just automatically does that.
Oh yeah, I was going to say if you bleach it or cut it, is it going to change?
Whenever I forgot what her name.
Oh,
is.
That's right.
Dunst. When Kirsten Dunst cuts her hair off, it all grows back and she screams.
That's right. Well, good thing for Brad that he got turned having a fucking fantastic, fantastic set of hair.
Antonio Banderas too.
Oh, dude,
could you imagine if Antonio Banderas' vampire just had short hair?
Oh,
yeah, that would have sucked.
He's a man.
90s. Yeah, man. 90s Antonio could fucking get it. Damn.
It's a hot dude. That is a hot motherfucker.
It's a good episode. It's a good episode.
So far, so good.
Episode. So far, so good.
This is our most homoerotic episode ever, I think. I'm very proud of that.
Which is surprisingly saying something, actually.
Yeah.
Because we did an episode that was like 40% cum a couple weeks ago.
We've definitely had a few homoerotic episodes outside of recording.
Yeah. Solid mullet, solid hair, solid patches, solid clothing.
You know, the order of them
Brock
jumping
Brothers.
off the bridge is the order of them, the order that they die in.
Oh,
fucking what?
That's
foreshadowing
wild.
Wait a second.
Whoa, I never knew
great.
A little foreshadowing, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Really? Where'd you read that? Or did you? That's
all
awesome.
I got. That's it.
Derek just searched Lost Boys on Twitter and was like, wait, really? Oh, okay.
I just Googled it 15 seconds ago. And no.
Lost Boys fun
that's
facts.
awesome.
No, I never caught that. I actually was watching a YouTube video earlier and dude said that. I was like, no shit. That's wild.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Makes
I'm glad
total
I know
sense.
that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little cool thing to like pull out in the middle of a podcast. Like, hey, did you guys know?
Yeah.
Okay, you should try that at some point. That'd be cool. You'd be really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Timer's still going, huh?
Yeah.
43 seconds, dude.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be
we
really
gotta
weird
be close
having,
now. I feel like we've been talking.
Yeah, it's going to be really weird going back to full episodes where we only talk about like 2 movies. I don't know what to what to do with that.
We'll actually watch those.
That helps. Yeah. So we'll have scenes to discuss.
Yeah. We'll take notes on things.
Do a little research.
Do some research, maybe.
Instead of watching a little video right before and remember one fact of the like 20 that was said.
Yeah.
And hey, you know,
13 seconds.
We didn't even talk about the music.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my
Music's
god!
fucking
How
awesome.
can I not talk about the fucking music?
Yeah.
Dude, I regularly listen to Cry Little Sister and Say Hello to the Night. I mean, fuck!
Sorry.
Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, switching gears.
Oh no.
Elvira,
Is it though? Is it even switching gears for me? This is.
Yeah, we were losing you a little bit there. Do you hear us?
No, it's fucked.
We all hear each other,
I got you. I don't know what's going on.
All right, I think we're back. I think we're back.
What's going on?
All right,
internet.
Elvira, Mistress of the fucking Dark. I am obsessed with Elvira. She is mother. I am staring at a signed gigantic poster of her. I don't know what to not say about this movie.
Yeah, she's pretty dope.
It's very hard. She's one of the coolest fucking chicks to ever exist.
Yeah.
I mean, she really, I feel, transcended horror and was big pop culture icon. As someone who I just watched this movie for the first time like a week ago.
Really? Oh wow!
So I was always well aware of who she was.
Yeah.
Even as a kid, and just never made it to her movies for whatever reason. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. In the beginning, I was like, I don't have the nostalgia of it because I didn't watch this, and so like first hour of it, and then that last half hour where it really ramps up.
Oh, dude,
I was like, oh, okay, I get this. This is great.
Yeah.
Like I don't need the nostalgia of it. I actually really appreciated it.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing is her Haunted Hills. Elvira's Haunted Hills or something is the second one, and it's not as good. It's like it takes place in medieval times, and it's weird. But
I don't think I saw that.
It's interesting.
It's
worth a watch. It feels more like a Mel Brooks movie. I think it's supposed to be a send up of Mel Brooks movies with Elvira in it. So maybe it would work if I watched it with that context better. But Mistress of the Dark is like a genuinely great movie. Like it's such a good 80s movie. Like it's got all the things it needs to be a classic 80s movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. A little weird for me where I watched Hands of Steel first, and then I watched Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and it's the same dude. The guy that plays Bob and Elvira, Mistress of the Dark is the main guy in Hands of Steel. And it's a dude that's made like, I don't know, 20 movies. And I was like, what the fuck are the odds?
That's
of like
crazy.
The weird Italian Terminator spinoff that I watched from like 1980 is also starring in this. Then I read they were actually...
Was he the Terminator?
Well, in Hands of Steel... In Hands of Steel, it's a Terminator rip-off.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, he plays some like cyborg type dude. It's an awesome movie. Totally watch Hands of Steel.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that now. That's
watch
amazing.
Hands of Steel. It's fucking awesome. But I was reading that they were for Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, for Bob, they were thinking of casting Brad Pitt, and Cassandra Peterson said he's way too cute for this role. And then they ended up getting a Daniel Green, the guy from Hands of Steel.
That makes complete sense because Brad Pitt does not look like a small town anything.
No. They wanted some like hunk of a man who Daniel Green is. He's just a
mountain.
yeah, he was perfect.
What about Brad Pitt,
dude? Yeah.
What am I missing about Brad Pitt?
God damn it.
Justin, no.
What?
They were going to cast him for to play Bob in Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Gotcha.
Cassandra Peterson.
Yeah, my internet's going in and out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she's not lying.
Yeah. No, he is too cute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I too also watched this movie for the first time last week. I'm pretty sure it was my first time watching it, or I just saw it as a kid and I barely remembered it. And I couldn't figure out as I was watching it. I'm like, did I see this movie and I'm remembering parts of it, or have I just seen these parts shared online so many fucking times that I've seen most of this movie in like the fun clips and memorable stuff,
especially in the circles that we fucking roll in on fucking social media. Like this gets shared.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
And for good fucking reason.
Yeah, it's got a lot of iconic moments.
Not only does it have a lot of iconic moments, but she's such a badass of like Elvira herself, or Elvira the character, Cassandra Peterson, just all the shit that she's been through. I'm still working on reading her biography. It's fucking, bro, she's been through some shit. She's
really.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm not familiar
crazy
with their story.
Yeah, she did a really cool, a really good podcast on Michael Rosenbaum's, a really good episode with him, and it's a lot. It's a lot.
A lot. Like it
she's
starts
amazing.
like when she was super young, like she pulled down a fucking pot of boiling, I think it was water, on herself.
Yeah, I think
and
so.
Like got like 3rd-degree burns over her.
Doesn't that happen in the movie? Didn't that happen in the movie too? In Elvira, isn't there a part where
there's definitely a part where she's cooking and the thing comes out of the pot.
Well, totally. Maybe
she covers herself in oil. Or well, the other lady tars and feathers her more so.
Yeah, I really need to watch this again.
Yeah, too.
I'm in the same boat as Josh, where I saw this multiple times growing up as a kid, but I haven't seen it in ages.
It's really good, man.
It holds up. It's super fun. The humor is exactly like what I need for this time of year to just like throw on, because there's horror movies that you just like have to like focus in on because they're intense and brutal, and then there's other like slashers and like splatter shit, and this was just like I'm in the mood for like a fun spooky movie,
right?
Yeah. Like it's got everything,
with a bunch
like,
of sex humor you can't do today.
I mean, it's
do some of it.
Yeah,
it's just way more progressive than a lot of the other sex comedies that came out around that time.
That's very true.
Yes, yeah.
It's also got we haven't really. Justin's out again. We haven't been. I feel like I should talk slower.
Nope, he moved his screen. We're good now.
Well, because you went out again.
Oh no, don't worry about me.
Okay,
I can hear you guys. You guys are just kind of going digital a little bit, but it's all good.
Oh,
nice.
Fuck.
We all sound like cyborgs now.
Analog instead.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys are good. Just talk amongst yourselves.
Start recording this to a reel-to-reel.
Yeah, it doesn't fuck up your guys' like recording or anything, so you're good.
All right,
cool.
But yeah, so we haven't been doing this for the other movies, but this has so many Halloween elements. It's got skulls and spider webs.
Oh
and
yeah, good idea.
Fucking big spooky black cars and fucking witchcraft and fucking, monsters and a punk poodle and fucking like it's so many things.
Yeah, we should have really ranked all the Halloween elements in all these movies. Glad we thought of that on the second to the last episode.
No. I think it works because we'll do that in the last one because we're gonna have to fill a lot of time because we only got 3 movies to talk about.
Yeah,
fair.
But yeah, it's just great. I fucking love that movie so much.
Yeah,
it's funny because I was like Derek, where I knew who Elvira was, and I'm also like James, where I just like I love Elvira. Like I've got 5 or 6 Elvira shirts. Anything collectible. Somebody bought me the Elvira salt and pepper shakers that are her boobs on TikTok. It's amazing.
You said salt and pepper shakers. I mean, you gotta.
No, you're right.
Yeah, he had to shake his salt and pepper. That's
yeah.
They're right here.
Like I said,
salt
they're
and pepper's here.
Yeah.
They're right over there.
Yeah, there it is.
Is this episode called Salt and Pepper's here? Right?
They might as well be. But no, there's a guy on TikTok. He's a comedian. His name's Matt McCarthy. You've seen him in like 100 commercials. But he does the VHS garage because he collects VHS tapes.
That's the guy who played Riddler in College Humor's Batman, right?
Okay.
Yeah. He follows us on TikTok, and every time he likes a video, I'm like, "You're the fucking guy."
Yeah, he's great. He's awesome. He's a comedian here in LA, and he does a lot of commercials, and he did a bunch of College Humor shit too. But yeah, he's got the video garage because he collects not like movies on VHS. He collects blank tapes or other shit, and then just like pops them in to see what's on them. So like used,
it's fascinating
shit from like garages, and it's always insane. And the one he watched like 2 days ago was Elvira's MTV special from 1986. Someone had recorded the entire thing, and it's just her giving commentary during like spooky music videos. So they have like Ozzy's Bark at the Moon and The Cure, and then a couple of other random ones. But he showed like whatever he could without, you can't show obviously the whole music video or else TikTok's going to be like, this is licensed music and take it down. But he showed all the Elvira clips, and I was like, this is what she looked like in 1986. Like, I saw her at a convention a couple months ago.
She has not.
She's a literal vampire.
We met her like 10 years ago at
Late Night with the Devil.
She looked exactly
exactly the same. Late Night with the Devil. What a great fucking
new classic
movie.
Fucking incredible. David Dasmalkian, please be friends with us.
I just want to hang out with that guy. I just want to spend time with him.
The coolest motherfucker that is currently in any industry that's related to what we do. Like, just, man, what a fucking creative dude, and what a fucking crazy fucking movie. And how crazy that it fucking blew up too.
I didn't expect it to.
Deservedly so, but like, man, it's insane. So cool.
Derek, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's intense. The whole fucking they did a great job with it. I was expecting it to go more fantastical. Like, I thought it was going to from like the trailer and shit. I thought it was going to get like really out of hand, and they really kept it real. Like, it was they stayed within the confines of the interview, and
I expected more of like a Void-ish, like push at some point, and I didn't really get that. But I wasn't mad about that either.
No,
budget,
but that
budget.
There probably was a goal to do that. That was kind of the feeling I got. But I loved what they ended up.
I thought I expected Late Night with the Devil. I thought the whole thing was just going to be the exorcism. Or the possession, whatever. But when it obviously started showing, more of this guy's story and what he was involved in, and then it just added so much more context to it. And as the story went on, I was like, all right, I'm glad that it wasn't just a talk show version of The Exorcist.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I'm glad that they actually put in a lot more creativity behind it.
Yeah,
Although,
there was way more depth than
I'm
what
also,
it seemed like it was going to be.
Yeah, I'm also really glad that they put more of, like you said, like I like what they did, and part of that is that they had like some of the show that wasn't what was going to happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it ties back in, obviously, but like it does feel like you're watching an actual late night show, because I grew up with my mom watching all that shit, and like,
oh yeah, me too.
All of the, like I think a lot of people in our generation probably did, because it was a lot.
Yeah, it was
it's
like
kind of dying now, but
yeah,
like,
yeah, it was
dead.
cool,
like,
dude. It was just it was cool to stay up to 11 and watch Conan.
Oh yeah, dude. And even like going back and watching like Carson and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Dude, it's wild. Also, it's just wild like how much booze and cigarettes you can smoke in an hour.
Right.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, like so good.
This was a movie that I was worried was going to be overhyped for me, because it had premiered at a festival like over a year before it actually hit theaters. And so a couple of people who saw it at the festival were like, holy shit, this is one of the best horror movies I've seen in years. It's so unique. It's so clever. And then a few weeks later, it had a premiere at another festival, and people were like, this is one of the best horror movies that'll come out for the next, like, anytime. It's David Dastmalchian, and the story is this. And I'm like, this sounds incredible. And then a couple months later, it has another premiere. It does another event where like 100 other people saw it, and they're like, holy shit, I can't wait till I'm able to talk to more people about this. It's so good. And it was literally just like every few months I would get a reminder that this movie existed but was not anywhere to watch. And I was furious. Yeah. And then it finally got picked up, and Shudder was like, it's getting a limited theatrical release. Here's the trailer. And I was like, I don't want a fucking trailer. Give me the movie. Like, I don't even need to see a trailer now.
Yeah.
I've been told by 1,000 people that this is one of the best horror movies in years. Just give me the movie. And so I avoided trailers for however long they were out there, like 6 weeks before it hit theaters. And then I walked into that theater. I sat through all those studio cards. I feel like there's like 12 studio cards at the beginning of the movie, which is so funny. And then, it still impressed me. I was like, they were right. This movie fucking rips. Like,
I forgot that it even had a theatrical release.
Yeah. It was limited, but we jumped at it because I was obviously
Shudder, right?
Yeah.
I really regret not going to see it in the theater, honestly. I think it
that would have been cool.
I'm sure that heightened the experience for sure.
It was nuts. But I think it also plays really well on if you've got like a CRT TV. I'm sure that would be incredible watching it like an actual old school late night show. Yeah. Here you go.
This dude, Frankasm, put this one out. And what I like about this is it's got the tape is orange.
Oh,
nice.
So we just cool. It's really cool. He did a really killer job on this. But we just picked up a TV VCR set at Spookala, so we want to watch this on that.
Nice. Yeah, I got to get on that, man. I'm going to do it. I'm going to start
collecting VHS.
And
you gotta
waste money.
It's been like
fucking
one of us. One of us.
It's like almost every time that you're like, shit, I can't find this movie, I send you a picture of a tape.
Yeah,
you gotta do it.
I just watched that movie, by the way. One of Us, Freaks.
Yeah. Oh man,
gave it a rewatch about a week.
One of Variety's top 100 movies of all time.
The movie's amazing.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to do that one and some other ones and do an episode about it, because that's an iconic
movie.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything about. I know I've seen it, but it was so long ago.
Unsettling.
I hadn't seen it since high school, and I watched it about a week ago. And I was like, oh my God, I completely forgot how fucking cool this was. Like when I watched it in high school, it's just cool. Like, this is fucking weird. Like moved from the 30s, you know?
Yeah.
And I didn't get it. You know, I mean, I remember enjoying it just because like, whoa, like, you know, a sideshow from the 30s, like there are actual people from that. Like, this is cool to see. And then it was just now it's like, no, this is actually genuinely
the
good
story's
fucking
like
movie.
Fucked up.
Yeah, it's super fun.
And like in like the best way, like it's it's so good.
Yeah, ruined that director's career, right?
Which is so dumb
for the wrong reasons. Obviously, the movie was controversial for the wrong reasons.
Yeah,
why did it lose his career? Just because it was the controversy?
It was just so fucked up that people didn't. It was like it was a flop. It was too.
But people were they found it offensive to have those people on screen. Like, we don't want to see that. Like, basically,
and it never felt like it was those people championing the sideshow people. It was we don't want to see them.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro,
which was the point of the movie.
They made the movie good. Like,
that was the point of the movie.
They were,
and
like, they were all incredible actors. I don't know how they were fucking compensated. That might be an issue, but I don't know that. But I mean, as far as like they had agency, clearly. You know what I mean? Like, they made a good ass movie. So,
well, some did. Some Yeah. But yeah, anyways, I feel like I'm the one derailing all of these movies.
No, good. Late Night with the Devil.
Late Night with the Devil.
Another period piece like Freaks. David was at Midsummer Scream this year. He popped in for like a day, and he did a Q&A with Vamp, and we tried to make it. We caught part of it, and then we were walking along the floor, and we see this like rush of people headed to the middle of the vendor floor. And I was like, what the fuck's going on over there? And so we just kind of like ignore it and go grab food or something. And it was David apparently at the end of the Q&A was like, and now I'm going to head over to this booth and just like hang out for a little bit. So come by and say hi. And he just stood next to this like throne and let people come up and take a photo with him, and then would chat with them for several minutes. So multiple people I know were sharing photos and videos of them just hanging out with David Dasmalchian later that day. Awesome. And I'm like, oh, I should have fucking followed that crowd. I didn't realize he was hanging out. I thought he was doing the Q&A and then dipping because he's too famous for this shit now. But no, he's very cool.
It's crazy how much that guy has just exploded in recent years. And it's awesome. He's one of my favorite actors.
Yeah. And I love that it's just from him being who he is.
Yeah.
It's him genuinely like he's just a spooky motherfucker. And like it makes me feel like we could do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we could
he did
be successful.
He had like the side character in Ant-Man, and then he was Polka Dot Man in Suicide Squad, and he's always just had like he's been like a side character who's just got that very recognizable face. He delivers a couple of good lines, and when I found out he was playing a talk show host on Late Night with the Devil, I was like, can he do that? Like, I've never seen him really like given this like the spotlight. Does he have the charisma and the energy to be like a talk show host like a Carson or a Conan? And like 10 minutes into the movie, I was like, yeah, this dude should have a fucking talk show.
Yeah, dude, 100%.
He's really good at this.
That's the perfect ending.
That's the perfect ending.
Night of the
talk show.
Night of the Demons.
Man,
I don't know if I'm going to be able to talk about this movie for 10 minutes, but that's
top 5 night of the movie. Do we think?
Yeah. Ooh, that's a damn.
Wait, what? Whatever. Hold on, what?
Top 5 night of.
Is it a top 5 night of the movie? Do we think?
I don't know.
Yeah, let's see. Night of the Living Dead, Creeps. Night of the Comet, Night of the Creeps,
Night of the
Hunters.
I don't know if that's a top 5 for me.
That's really
Night of the Hunter was good, but I wouldn't say it's top 5 movies of all time for me.
I didn't say all time. I said movies that start with Night of the.
I know, but Night of movies. If there's more
than really like the Night of the Demons remake.
I fucking
honestly, I
really
good.
I really do actually like the Night of the Demons remake, but I genuinely fucking love this movie.
You gave Night of the Hunter 5 stars, dude.
Yeah,
that's a pretty big, and it's not in your top 5.
I have
so there are 5 other Night of the movies that have also gotten 5 stars from you.
Shit.
Well, I don't base my top 5 based on how many stars they have, buddies.
Well, then what are we even doing here, James? What's the point of these star ratings?
What's the criteria?
Just talking nonsense, just vibes.
Derek's Derek's stoked that somebody else is catching heat for their ratings. It's like, finally.
Night of the Demons is a banger, though. I just got this one on Blu-ray. I was very excited about that because I hadn't rewatched it in a minute, and it's always streaming for like a week on Shudder or some like Prime, and then it goes away when I'm ready to watch it.
It's also very commonly I'll think that it's streaming and it's actually the remake.
Yeah.
I would dig my VHS copy out because I was going to talk about the cover, but it's buried.
Dude, the cover is so good.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite 80s covers. Like,
dude,
easily. Scared the fuck out of me as a kid.
Yeah, I was going to say, I vividly remember walking past it at Blockbuster as a kid and being like, absolutely not. That movie will fuck me up.
Yeah.
and Angela's fucking makeup is one of the coolest, like, demon makeups ever.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so fucking hideous. I love it.
Actually,
have you guys done a Night of the Demons drop yet? You did Creeps and Comet, right?
Not yet. It'll happen for sure.
Yeah.
It should.
Got to do a Night of the Demons, Night of the Hunter double feature since you've already done Living Dead, Creeps and
Night
Comet.
of the
Hunter. Or a Night of the Demons and the remake if you think people will buy remake shirts.
I mean,
or Night of the Demon, singular, from 1957.
Night of the Demon, a singular demon, just one demon.
That one's fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude. I really do love the remake for Night of the Demons. I think in some ways it is better and worse, for sure.
It's got Monica Keena in it, right? From Freddy vs. Jason?
I believe so, yes.
I think there's because there was like a running joke about how her character has been cast in 3 or 4 horror movies where she's given a lot of dialogue to just explain what's happening in the movie instead of letting the audience figure it out. And they said the Night of the Demons remake is one of the more egregious ones where she just like talks about iron or something. And
I will be honest, I haven't watched it in a while. I haven't watched it a bunch, but it is fun. But I could see that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Also, Edward Furlong is a little rough. Little
oh, shit. Yeah, I forgot he was in that, too.
Yeah, I forgot he was in that.
Yeah. But the original, just first off, it's a Halloween party movie, which is kind of rare, and also it's got fucking Bauhaus in it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, dude, she does her fucking super sexy weirdo goth dance to Bauhaus and seduces like 2 dudes or some shit and kills them. It's so good.
Where's this fucking tape?
I just vividly remember the lipstick scene, of course.
Yes, the lipstick scene.
Yeah, that fucked me up.
That's Linnea Quigley, isn't it?
Yeah,
dude. And once again, just proving why she's the best 80s fucking horror movie star.
Oh, yeah.
She's
legend.
Just fucking game for anything. You just shove lipstick in your tit.
That's something I didn't think I would hear today.
Which is surprising because Night of the Demons is on the list. So
yeah. So this is one of the few movies on our list. Well, not like few, but one that legitimately takes place on Halloween night.
Yeah.
Or like is Halloween based. Which is nice. That's why it's good to watch closer to the actual holiday.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's also one of the movies where I'm like, motherfucker, I wish that there was an abandoned mortuary wherever we lived.
Right? Yeah, finally found it. And the only reason why I pulled this out was because it's still sealed.
Ooh.
What?
From the 80s. Yeah. Wouldn't that suck if I opened it and it wasn't the movie?
Dude, that'd be fucking hilarious.
Somebody in 1986 was like, 1989.
I don't know,
1987. Somebody at a factory was like, some guy's gonna be pissed when he finds this out.
Yeah.
Fast forward 30 years.
Or some dork in his garage that you bought it from who fucking vacuum sealed it and just
probably.
People make a lot of money on unsealing videos, so I mean, you could maybe do it.
It's
there you go.
It's probably
you just have to seal all your VHSs and then be like, I don't know what's in any of these.
It's
every episode you do a new one.
It's definitely Liar Liar or some other fucking VHS that there's so much of out there.
My buddy Josh bought I can't remember what the horror movie was. It was some like classic sci-fi horror that he wanted to watch at Goodwill, and then when he opened it, it was the Vagina Monologues, like some live taping of it. And I'm like, he was like, "This is why you always check your tapes when you buy them at Goodwill before you leave the store." And he's like, but I'm gonna hang on to it. We'll see.
Yeah, I have a weird story. I went to Catholic school. and there was
where is this going?
Well, there was some kind of like weird garage sale type fundraiser thing they were doing that I volunteered at to get some like volunteer hours. And there was a guy that, and this is fucking, I don't know, 98 maybe. And this guy just had a whole table of VHS tapes. And there was a bunch that didn't sell. And we were helping like box up and stuff. And he said to me and my buddy, hey, you guys can just grab a tape if you want. And, you know, it's yours. And I forget what it was that we grabbed, but you probably know where this is going. But we take it out of the slipcase of whatever it was supposed to be, and it was a porn. And we're like, no fucking way. Did we just get a porn from our Catholic school? And we're like free. In 5th grade. Yeah, and we're like in 5th grade or something, 6th grade.
That's amazing.
On point.
We're like, dude, score. Like, there is a God, dude. Like, this is fucking
literally, this is it.
This is fucking amazing.
And that's why Derek is a Christian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Restored his
I was
faith.
a devout atheist in 4th grade, and then 5th grade was like, this all makes sense.
It's
now.
proof. It's proof.
Yeah. What'd you guys
This
do?
is why it makes it very awkward when they ask him to explain to the kids what moment brought him closer to Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this priest gave us a porn.
Yeah.
We figured it out.
He's like, have you guys seen Beaver Hunt 4?
Yeah.
No.
Wait, hold on. I just want to highlight what Justin just said. This priest gave us a porn. That means they all got to be cool.
You know? Problematic. Highly.
I had that not nearly as fun story, but that would happen at Blockbuster every once in a while. Like somebody returned How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days or something, and we always had to check the cases before we put them back on the shelf, obviously. And I pulled it out, and it was a very graphic DVD, like that had been put in the case because it was somebody switched it out when they were watching, which always puts me in that weird frame where I'm like, so somebody was watching this very graphic X-rated film and was like, oh, let me take it out,
or at the very least
throw
just
in How to Lose a Guy in 10
in the
Days.
DVD player because they watch it so often that it's like just there,
ready to go. And then they just swap it with the rom-com they rented from Blockbuster and forgot to swap them back before returning it. But we had to call them and be like, hey, you brought back a personal film instead of the one you rented from us. So if you could go ahead and return
I was wondering where that went.
Yeah.
God.
I want
It's my
Josh,
favorite.
I just want you to have to have done the fucking Patton Oswalt monologue from the beginning of fucking Dodgeball.
Oh,
Backdoor sluts 9 and because he's college. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Is that Dodgeball?
Yeah, it's he's calling to tell him about all the fucking.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
it's like on
That's
Peter's
right. Yeah,
voicemail, right?
Yeah. The four.
Nice. Night of the Demons.
Night of the Demons.
I feel like every episode we've been like, how much time are we going to devote to each movie? And it's usually 2 to 3 minutes, and then whatever fucking tangent we end up on.
Yeah.
Boom. Done.
Oh, look at that.
Perfect timing. Lords of Salem. Last one.
Lords of fucking. Oh fuck! What a good one to be the last one.
Yeah, I know we've have a Rob Zombie episode, but that was without Josh. So I don't know if you like this movie.
I don't know if I like this movie.
Have you not seen it?
I've seen it. I was not able to rewatch it before this episode, but I watched it a few years ago, and I was honestly, as it ended, I was like, I think that was good. Like, I think I really dug that.
Yeah.
But I just think it was not what I expected,
Right.
or I didn't know what to expect because all I had seen was everything else Rob Zombie's done, and this is one of his more like
way different.
It's way
spookier, understated movies.
It's his version of Italian horror.
Yeah.
That's the film that he made. And I remember James and I know we've said this in the podcast before, but I remember when James and I watched it, that was 2013. We were getting ready to go on tour. No, 2012, I think. And one of those. And I remember we didn't like it because the same thing is like, what the fuck did he just make? And then it wasn't until I got into other kinds of horror movies and fell in love with Suspiria and like all other these other atmospheric horror movies to where when I went back and watched that, I was like, oh, now I get what he did and what he was going for. And now I fucking love it. It's my favorite zombie film that he's done.
I think a lot of it was just in comparison to his other ones up to that point and where we were as people, it was so fucking slow And like,
it
was just like our fucking little fucking like metalhead punk brains were like, where's the carnage? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And like, it's not that. It's not that at all. It's the opposite of that. In fact, it's way more like fucked up.
I think that's what happened. Is when I watched it with friends, and we just thrown it on, expecting like, let's have some beers and watch the next Rob Zombie. Like, it's gonna be a crazy brutal movie. And then I was like, this is kind of okay. And then at the end, I was like, I feel like I liked that, or I need to give it another chance. And then everyone after that, when it first came out, was like, that movie fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what happened. Rob Zombie fell off. That was shit. And then in the last 2 or 3 years, so many people have been like, oh, Lords of Salem's his best work. Like, I watch that one every year. It's so good. And I'm like, I guess I got to revisit it because I don't remember loving it that much, but I don't remember hating it. I just...
it felt like, not to say his other movies weren't mature, but that felt like he set out to make a movie.
Yeah.
Like he wanted to tell a story. He wanted to go deeper. He wanted to tell a bigger, like weave a bigger tale than just violence.
And I think it's the best of Sherry Moon too. I think
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Baby, but I do think that I don't remember her name at the moment in Lords, but like
Heidi Hawthorne.
Hawthorne. Yeah. I do think it's a much more like nuanced role, and like that character's fucked up. Like she's going through some shit, you know?
Yeah.
And like,
her ability to like embody vulnerability,
dude.
and just struggle and stress and like
but still
spiraling
look like
out.
A total badass.
Yeah, like she crushed that.
Yeah,
like she has like serious acting chops, like serious. It's I think we said this in the last episode that we talked about his stuff, but like I totally understand why she only works with her husband. I get it, but
I'm assuming that they just have that deep of a connection. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like, she doesn't. It doesn't. Because I know that part of it was that maybe she had worked with somebody else and like she had a bad experience or something.
No, she's literally not done any other.
Right,
no, she said,
but I could see where she
that,
would be like, I just don't want to even run.
Yeah.
I wonder if you don't have to.
Yeah.
Like, if you're, if your husband's gonna keep putting you in movies,
I'm a big fan of fucking the concept of power couples, and like what bigger power couple than like you guys just make fucking horror movies together. I literally can't think of a better existence.
Yeah. Well, you look at those two, they've been together for so long and they complement each other so well that it's like that
100%. Yeah.
Like if you want an example of two people that were like perfect for each other, like I don't think that you could get a better example than those two. So like I get that she doesn't act for in other roles or stuff, but it's like you watch Lords of Salem and see how good she did in that. And I really hope that eventually down the line he makes other movies like this, so that way she can have more of an opportunity to act like, and explore those type of roles.
I want to see her do more shit like that. And I'm certain we already had this conversation on the other one.
Yeah,
but like, dude, it hasn't changed. I still want to see her do more like do more deep fucking existential shit because clearly she's got it.
Yeah.
What's crazy is like, Josh, because you weren't on the episode, is that this movie isn't this movie. Like so much shit happened to him during the fucking filming of it, and like people died and shit. So he had to fucking build it completely different than the movie was planned. It's fucking wild. Like it shouldn't exist. And I think that that's what makes it better somehow.
Yeah. He went through some shit making that movie.
Yeah, dude. It's wild.
Yeah.
It's the evolution of it too, because you were saying you guys had seen it before, didn't like it, and now you like it. And there seems to be a trend of that to where, for whatever reason, at that time, we just weren't ready for it.
Yeah.
And, but even looking at the Letterboxd reviews, they're all over the place. And all the people that I follow on Letterboxd that have logged it, their reviews are all over the place. And typically the people I follow are kind of like, I follow them for a reason. Like I have like similar tastes as they do. And I feel like it's usually pretty aligned. This one's not. Like everyone's got, like I see,
that's crazy.
I see a 5, I see a 4, I see a 3, I see a 2. So it's just like people are all over the fucking place. And that's just kind of this movie, which, you know, that's, I think, a good thing for a movie. Like, you know what I mean? I tend to
it's unfortunately a great thing for a movie, but not a good thing for Rob Zombie.
Well,
Because
yeah,
it
more
fucked him
so
up
for
so bad.
Yeah, it's good to be like a fan of the like. I don't know. There's something about liking a movie that's not that liked, right?
Yeah.
It's just a fucking
Oh,
hipster
for
in us.
sure.
It's like this is,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that does come.
I
that,
get it.
That
You
is
guys
part of
don't.
it for me now. Yeah. Like there is definitely a little bit of that where I'm like, I don't know, man. I like the movie.
Yeah.
I like the movie where it's like she touches the fucking vinyl at the exact 13-minute mark. That's so good.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
It's just
And that song's fucking sick.
dude. That song is great.
Yeah. Josh,
She
you
did
need to go watch
do-
this again.
Yeah.
I definitely do. I definitely have to do. Yes,
Definitely
you got me all. I'm
Definitely do.
backmasking what I meant to say. No, yes, I definitely need to rewatch this one. I'm gonna make time for it because you guys got me all hyped. She was in Toby Hooper's Toolbox Murders, so she has
really?
acted
When was that?
for another director. That was back in 2004.
Oh,
That's right.
I've never watched that.
I don't think she plays a big role, but that's one with Angela Bettis. It's got Juliette Landau and a couple of other people. But yeah, apparently
And
she
Rob
plays
Zombie had
Daisy
nothing
Rain.
to do with that.
Rob Zombie had nothing to do with that one.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and then then she was in an episode of Californication and an episode of CSI Miami. But I wonder if
Really?
Rob directed those
Really?
because I know he's done
That's interesting.
random
Wait,
TV
he's
stuff.
directed episodes of TV? I didn't know that.
I don't know which episodes, but I feel like he's directed some stuff that's
He did some
obscure.
Tim and Eric stuff, didn't he?
And he did a well, no, he did Tide Woolite commercial, or was it Tide commercial?
That's right.
Wait, what?
And
I
he did a
fucking
laundry
forgot
commercial
about that.
a few years ago that was like a Texas Chainsaw
Yeah.
rip on somebody just like
I never
fucking
watched that.
Yeah. I remember that
brutalizing
commercial.
like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
flannel shirt, and they're like, if it's got to be tough, it's got to be Tide. And
Yeah.
everyone's like,
Yeah.
this is a
Rob Zombie.
commercial
Yeah.
for Rob Zombie.
Did you ever
That's
see the
cool.
episode with him on Tim and Eric?
No.
I think
Mm-hmm.
they're like he plays like a Rasta guy, and they're
Oh,
like on a
no.
boat in like a
Oh,
Hawaiian
God.
shirt. And he's like singing
Wow.
like, if I remember, again, this is like 20 years ago that I saw it, but I remember him singing some like reggae song. It's just is like complete opposite of what Rob
Wow.
Zombie. Yeah, it's funny. I have to find.
Wait, Rob Zombie played the reggae?
Yes. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And
Yeah,
Rob
yeah.
Zombie did direct the episode of CSI Miami that Sherry
What?
Moon Zombie is in.
Wow.
Wow. This is something about his career that I never, ever knew.
Yeah, back in 2010. Rob Zombie was also supposed to direct the third or fourth Crow movie.
Yeah.
That
I
was
knew
supposed to
about
be
that
his
one.
premiere. Yeah, we talked about that before.
Yeah.
I
and the Blob.
really would have liked to have seen whatever the fuck it would have
Oh,
been.
me too. Yeah, I think he would have
Like,
done a
I
great
think
job.
it would have been better than the other two, the sequels that we
Oh,
got.
yeah. Yeah, for
And
sure.
I haven't seen the new one yet, but I'm going to go ahead and say that it probably would have been better than that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for those wondering, if you want to see a clip of Rob Zombie and Tim and Eric, it's called Raz's Best Vacation Ever.
Nice.
Raz.
Already in.
Yeah.
Already all in.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look that up on YouTube if it's on there.
I haven't seen that. I just remember it. It's a memory from like 20 years ago. I was like, oh,
Dre, can we put a clip of that in here real quick?
Yeah.
we
But yeah,
should.
I think it. He just got same thing with an actor. Our actors getting typecasted. I don't think he made Lords of Salem, and I just don't think that anybody allowed him to have made that movie.
It pains me that he won't make that hockey movie. He was supposed to be a movie on the Philadelphia Flyers, Broad Street Bullies.
Oh, that's
in the
right.
70s.
Yeah.
And I just remember him on fucking Joe Rogan like 10 years ago talking about that. I'm like, no fucking way Rob Zombie was supposed to do a hockey movie. Because he was just like this huge hockey fan.
Yeah. That's what they did to Wes Craven.
Could you imagine if Rob Zombie
Right.
did it and then got fucking Al Jorgensen to fucking do music for it because he's
that'd be
super into
awesome.
hockey too?
Yeah.
Right?
The Rob Zombie ministry hockey movie.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should just I don't know, change his name and just start making movies under a different name.
Just have a
Maybe
nom de
people-
plume.
Yeah.
His brother's making horror movies now too.
Really? Spider
Is he
Zombie?
from-
Spider One from Power Man
Zombie?
5000. Yeah. He
really?
Dude, I love him. He's
Spider
great.
Zombie.
he did I think it's called Allegory and
Worlds definitely colliding.
Bury the.
This is
You bullshitting. I still listen to Power Man 5000.
No, that was a great song. That was a killer song.
Awesome
That
song.
song
Dude,
still
yeah.
rips.
Yeah.
He did one called "Bury the Bride," and then he has a new one coming out called "Little Bites."
Damn,
it's a
didn't
vampire
realize
movie.
he fucking done that many. We'll have to check this out. Have you watched any of them?
Not yet. I got to I met him last week at the Terrifier 3 event. I got to talk to him for a bit because Spider puts his wife in all of his movies too. But she does other shit.
Like brother, right?
Yeah. But she's in other stuff too. Her name's Chrissy Fox, and she's also in Terrifier 3. So she was at the event because she's in Terrifier 3, but she brought him because he's friends with everybody in the movie too. But yeah, I haven't watched Little Bites yet. I have some people that watched it. They were indifferent on it, or they thought it was too like artsy, I guess. But it sounds right up my alley, so I'm excited to check it out. Bury the Bride, I think, is on Tubi. That one's been on my watch list for like over a year because it sounds fucking ridiculous.
Tubi fucking
dude,
awesome.
Tubi's killing it.
Yeah,
I love Tubi.
We love it.
Yeah, dude, that's a song that I can't help myself but sing in my head every time two of my interests like combine into one thing. Where like to use Rob Zombie and hockey, like something like that happens where they're not supposed to collide. In my head, I'm this is what it's like.
And you know what? Good for him because he's still rocking the blonde hair.
Yeah, he is.
The spiky blonde hair.
I think he
good for you, man.
After what was the one?
That.
Bombshell?
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Bombshell was the one that Bombshell was the album that got
the J-Man
pulled, right? Or no, Anybody for Doomsday. Anybody for Doomsday was the album that got pulled because for some reason that either I can't remember if it was him or if it was the label that was like, oh, like we don't want to do the space rock thing anymore. So then the next album that came out, he was super like Billy Idolish. And then he may have now gone back to the space rock thing, which is what I really want for him because clearly he fucking loves it.
He was Billy Eilish? He's Billy Eilish?
Yes, that's the crazy thing. Spider one zombie is Billy Eilish. But that's what happened is it took him a little while to like break, get back in because they shelved the one album.
Dude, what a brilliant artist if that was real.
Just find out that Spider Zombie's been ghostwriting everything for Billie Eilish and her brother.
Yeah. It's amazing.
That's crazy. Yeah, anyone for Doomsday. The single was Bombshell. So it says the album was originally slated as the follow-up to Tonight the Stars Revolt, but was pulled by DreamWorks 2 weeks before the release because they were concerned that the new single Bombshell had only peaked at number 9 instead of number 1 on the Billboard charts.
Dude. So they decided
have the band record new songs to add to the album.
Yeah, and it was essentially they like blamed it on like, oh well, the space rock gimmick is played out now. Like they only did one album.
Yeah. That's crazy. But during the re-recording, 2 members left, and as a result, the album went unreleased for years, then was available on their official website through Spider's record label, Megatronic Records. The promotional copies featured artwork different from the ones on the website, and the album was taken down for legal reasons. It is now available in full on iTunes and Spotify, and the physical copy has become a collector's item.
It's really good. Now
I have to find a physical copy of Anyone for Doomsday.
Because it says that they fucking pulled it 2 weeks, but I definitely saw it at FYE.
That's probably just FYE not giving a shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
well, no, It was before it had gotten pulled. Like, I think they put it out maybe early a little bit. And so, like, and then they were like, oh, shit, we have to take it down.
Yeah. I've seen that before. When Silent Hill came out on DVD, I think the Walmart by us put it out like a week or 2 early, and everyone was like, oh shit, this is out on DVD yet? And I was like, no, it's not.
I just watched that movie not that long ago, Silent Hill.
Yeah.
And this still holds up.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Dude,
I mean, like it has flaws for sure, but
for sure.
All of that's kind of taken away when Pyramid Head rips
her skin
off of her.
Like every bit of the skin.
The whole skin.
And then just chucks it. At the door. Just
It's like how I unwrap a Milky Way.
Yeah. Like, get out of here. Like, it's like, fuck off. But
I'm not gonna eat this wrapper.
The scene in the bathroom where the dude comes out and his feet are barbed wire wrapped around his head. Fantastic shot.
I haven't seen it. It's on Peacock right now.
Yeah,
it's a winner.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's
dude in the bathroom is also the actor who plays Pyramid Head.
Have you played? Have you played any of the games?
No, I did not play Silent Hill.
I think I don't think it really matters. It's pretty self-contained, but yeah. But
I
also,
was not super familiar with the games
just
when
as
I saw it.
confusing as some of the games.
Yeah, so I was confused, but I still I watched it with somebody who was a diehard of the games, and he was just losing his mind the whole time. He's like, "Oh, you don't get this reference?" Oh, and I'm like, "Sorry."
God,
no, but I still love the movie.
Sorry,
like, it still looks cool.
I remember my. Sorry. Go ahead.
When I was to say the sequel's coming soon, they got Christoph Gans back for
that's
the
right.
sequel, which is apparently based on Silent Hill 2. They're trying to bounce back from Regeneration. So I don't know when that's officially coming out, but the trailer dropped and it looks
because
fun.
Regeneration is the one with
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow, yeah. Kit Harington.
Oof. Yeah,
is it rough? I don't know if I think I watched it and I don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't think I finished it. I think I got like 30 minutes in and I was like, I
don't remember the movie, but I remember how it made me feel.
I think I remember him vaulting over a morgue table when there was no real reason to vault over the morgue table.
Oh, he's Jon Snow, man. He's got a vault.
But like there wasn't any obstructions or anything else in the room. He easily could have just gone around it.
Yeah, well, he's agile.
Yeah,
you know, he's an agile little guy.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Sorry, shit.
No, that's all good.
Should have let you speak first.
No. Yeah, totally forgot what I was going to say. Good movie though.
Yeah.
Fuck. I hate when that happens.
You'll remember as soon as you stop recording.
As soon as we hit, as soon as we turn off. 4 in the morning. I remember.
Yeah. Nice. Are we still in our 10-minute window for Lords of Salem, or did we go beyond? Are we good?
Yeah,
okay.
We blew past.
We're
Cool.
good.
Very nice.
We're good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I'd like to watch that movie again. You should definitely watch it this season if you can.
Yeah.
I will make it happen. I've got some time. We still got 2 weeks. It's been crazy how little time I've had to watch like the Halloween movies that I love to watch this season because of so much other shit going on. And like last night was our first night where we didn't have any commitments or anything else that I needed to get to. And I was like, we should just watch like some of these classic horrors. So we did our Strangers double feature.
Nice.
And then I think tonight we might watch Sinister or maybe Lords of Salem. See what I can.
I really want to watch the Salem's Lot remake that just came out. On HBO.
I've heard it's really bad if you want it to be based on the Stephen King book. And I've heard it's really good if you do not know anything about the Stephen King book and you just want a straight up vampire action flick.
Yeah. I love the book. That's my favorite Stephen King. I haven't read that much Stephen King, but from what I have read, I think that's my favorite. But
that's the look of a Josh that has thoughts.
No, I haven't read any Stephen King. I don't think actually. I've only seen, but every time I see a Stephen King movie, I'm like, is Stephen King movies, are they for me? I don't know. Because
we got to get Josh in our we got to do it when we're Stephen King. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've done a Stephen King.
There's a few that I really like. Christine was great.
Christine's
I love Christine.
Yeah, Christine's good. I like 1408. A lot of people
1408
did not, but I love 1408.
We did those two. And
Maximum Overdrive is incredibly cocaine.
I fucking love Maximum Overdrive so much.
But that makes sense. You love cocaine.
I do. I love cocaine. Yeah. No, it was. I love when kids get killed in horror movies. I do have. Yes.
What does that mean?
No, it was all the discourse online about Terrifier 3 killing kids. Everyone was like, "Well, killing kids in a horror movie is bad. You shouldn't do that." And I'm like, where was this energy for like 40 other fucking movies? Like Frankenstein drowns a girl. And
Yeah,
like it was the biggest movie in the year.
Yeah,
everyone was talking
pretty
about the best kill
controversial.
in the Blob.
Yeah,
Frankenstein was pretty controversial.
Well, yeah.
I don't think there was a lot of backlash for that.
But they, but no,
but what do they
so
know?
people
It was the
kept talking about
30s.
Maximum Overdrive, and I was like, oh, that's right, a kid gets fucking steamrolled
Yeah,
on a baseball diamond
Yeah,
in Maximum Overdrive. So good.
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, as they
Yeah,
should.
I've been crushing.
Oh,
through
we're not
my
going to talk
Halloween
about
list.
the coffee table?
Oh yeah, I should put that on
You gotta
there.
be careful with that movie, man. Not everybody's
Yeah.
seen it.
That's kind of a spoiler alert though, because that's what the entire movie's about.
Yeah.
Which I think, yeah, that's true.
No,
That's
I
not
put together
necessarily-
a whole list of movies where kids get murked, and I still missed
Nice.
one.
There's a lady.
I
that
think
wrote
we
a
just
whole
found our
book
next
on that.
episode.
Yeah.
There's
There
what?
was a lady that wrote a whole book on that.
I'm going to
recently.
read that book now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I remember my brother telling me about it like a year or two ago, and it started as like I think it started as a letterbox list that turned into like a blog
That's
of some
awesome.
sort, and then she turned it into a book, and then she was making some podcast rounds, and it was about all the movies that have scenes of kids getting killed.
Hell yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's
What
fascinating.
what is her stance? Is it like this is bad, or this
No,
is like,
no, I
hey,
think
you
it
guys
was-
should watch these movies?
It was just like a history of like this is
Gotcha.
yeah. I
That's
don't know.
cool.
I mean, maybe just kind of what Josh was just talking about, like just making a list for making
Right.
a list, and then it just became its own thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, like I don't know. Saying it's awesome's weird. it's a thing, you know. Like it's
I'll
just,
say it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's
Fuck
pretty
it.
awesome
Yeah.
because that's. I just remember the feeling I got when the kid in the Blob died,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like there's
Well,
like nobody
yeah.
is safe. Like whenever you kill a kid in a
Yes,
horror
yeah,
movie,
yeah.
you're like, "Oh, they
Right.
don't give a
they're
shit."
pulling no punches.
Yeah,
and
there's no-
you-
they're, like,
anything can
raise the
happen.
stakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck them
Um,
kids.
Yeah,
But yeah, I've been
Creep-O-Rama
crushing.
stance is fuck them kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've been crushing through my Halloween list, and I've never been a guy to watch movies on my phone, and lately I've become one, which kind of like I don't
Oh,
like
man.
that about
Cut
myself.
his feet. Cut his feet.
But
Yeah.
well, it's just you kind of do what you have
Yeah.
to do, you know, and like and it's allowed me to get through more movies.
That's
And
good.
yeah, and it's a list that like it took me a while to put together, and I wanted a lot of movies that I haven't seen before, and then sprinkled in some that I just wanted to throw in there. But one that I will mention that you guys have to watch, I fucking loved it, and I didn't even realize it was a Hammer film. It's called Taste of Fear, or its alternative title is Scream of Fear.
Okay.
And it's
Okay. Heard of it, yeah.
1961, and it's on Tubi right now. It's fucking
Nice.
awesome.
Awesome.
It was a brilliant movie, and it's one of those again like Night of the Hunter, right? It was a movie that like I didn't know much of, and I try to expose myself to a lot of these movies, and a lot of times it's hit or miss, and this is a fucking hit.
Hell
And it's
yeah.
like when it hits, I'm like, oh fuck! I always get the same feeling of how many more of you are out there. Like I want to find
Right?
more of
Dude,
you.
yeah.
When I
That's
find
the
that one,
best.
it's like, yeah, I
What-
love that feeling.
Speaking of Hammer films, I'm really hit or miss on Hammer films so far and what I've seen, but the one that I've really like loved was Twins of Evil. Twins of Evil was sick.
Oh, I don't
Like,
know that one. Yeah.
It's a little sexy because it's like, you know, like
Yeah.
evil vampire ladies,
Twins.
but twins,
Yeah.
they're twins. But like
Hey,
it's
they are
really
of evil.
Yeah, and they're fucking
that was-
evil.
I think that was the movie I got at my church, dude. That when I was in fifth grade.
No.
Twins. Yeah.
It's not quite that sexy.
With Arnold
Uh,
Schwarzenegger and Danny
Yeah,
DeVito.
yeah.
too.
It's twins and Danny, and so it's Arnold
That's
Schwarzenegger
sexy.
and Danny
Twins
DeVito
of Danny.
in little nightgowns, and then they turn into vampires
Yeah.
in a Hammer horror movie.
Let's be
yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. I'd watch it.
Honestly,
I
like
would absolutely watch that.
that is actually better than the actual movie. Unfortunately, I mean the actual movie's great, but that's incredible.
Yeah.
I don't know if
But
I,
yeah, it's
yeah.
it's funny.
gotta
'cause I
watch
was
more
reading the
Hammer.
reviews on Letterboxd, and a lot of people were like, "What the fuck? Like, I didn't know this was a Hammer movie. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't- and it's kind of like a sleeper Hammer movie, I guess. I didn't
That's
know
crazy.
it was until I started reading those reviews, and I was like, "Holy fuck! I didn't even realize that."
Hell yeah, I'm gonna
So,
watch that.
that's
I might
cool.
watch that
It's
tonight.
a-
Shit,
Really cool movie. Yeah,
fuck yeah.
Nice.
yeah. Then I also watched Deathbed, the bed that eats.
Yay! I haven't seen it, but I've always wanted to.
Classic.
I've seen that. I think
Fucking
I
great.
saw that at Grindhouse once, and it's
Oh,
always
dude.
stuck in my fucking head.
Yeah.
Of like
Yeah.
deathbed, the bed that like
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
fucking fun. What a fucking
Oh, man.
funny idea for a movie.
That's what I loved about it. Was I love that this exists. I love that this is a movie.
Yeah.
This got made. I love that I'm watching it 50 years later and just enjoying this like amazing piece of shit.
Right.
That's just so fun.
Well,
And I
my-
say that with like endearment. Like
Right,
this-
yeah. My obsession with it started because of the fucking Freddy versus Jason kill, right? Where they fucking kill him. And I was like, deathbed. And then
Right.
at some point I saw in Grindhouse, I was like, deathbed. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, they made a whole movie about it. Amazing.
Yeah.
I think Patton Oswalt has a bit about it too, which is pretty classic.
Oh,
I gotta
nice.
find it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh man. Well, shout out to my buddy David who recommended that because I knew nothing about it. And
Yeah,
he's like, hey,
most
man.
people wouldn't, I would assume.
Yeah. He's like, have you seen this? Like, no. He goes, oh, it's fucking great.
Yeah,
like, you have to watch it. And he just like me and him have very similar tastes in bad movies. And
Right.
he's like, yeah, you'll like this. Like, okay.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I
This
think-
reminds me of the it was like an episode of Family Guy where they talked about Stephen King losing his touch, and they do the thing the Family Guy does. They cut to a scene that's Stephen King talking to his agent. And he's like, "What's your new book about?" And Stephen's like, it's a haunted lamp."
Yeah.
Oh. And the agent's like, "Can you give me 80 pages by tomorrow?" Like,
And Stephen King says yes. Yes, I can. Because that is one thing Stephen King can do is write 80 pages of anything.
yeah, but that just feels like, what is it? It's a bed that eats people. Like, all right, fucking green light. What do we?
Let's roll.
Where are we filming?
That's the movie. Like that's the plot. It's the you know.
And well, if it's
it-
executed well, any of those just like random, like, have you seen Slacks, which I think is on Shudder right now?
Yeah.
I saw
Genes
the
that
ad
kill
for that.
people.
Yeah,
What?
I saw
Hold
the
on.
ad for it, and I was like, "This
Hold on.
sounds so stupid."
What?
Yeah.
It's called Slacks, SLAXX, and
Well,
it's about killer
rubber.
genes.
It's like rubber. It's like,
but it's so
I've
well
never seen the
done.
Killer Tomatoes, but I've been wanting to watch the Killer
Yeah.
Tomatoes.
Oh,
Killer
Killer
Sofa.
Killer Tomatoes.
Killer
whatever.
Tomatoes is a little rough, but
Yeah.
you'll love it.
Yeah. Slacks was good though. That was a good. I watched that one a few years ago.
So the bed. Going back to the bed, we're gonna do a two-parter.
Okay.
Going back to the bed. How does the bed kill you?
It
eats.
basically has like what I assume is like stomach acid inside it. So like it pulls you in, and then there's shots. The camera, like underwater camera, it's like what seems like it's inside clear yellow bile, and it's breaking shit down, and then it like spits the remains back up. So it's
Nice.
Oh,
so,
wow.
So,
I
so
sent,
it's
I
essentially
sent a
Jaws
clip
if it was
of
a bed.
Yeah, sure. No, but yeah. But yeah. No, it's great. I mean, I feel like we have an episode here of things killing. I mean, there's rubber, there's slacks, there's deathbed.
Well, okay,
Dude,
so
that's
second,
a good episode.
Yeah, so second part is how does the slacks kill you?
So the genes you put them on, and then they just like constrict and essentially like
Oh wow.
Start to
Like,
eat
just
into your
crush
like
you?
and like they take a bite out of you, like the actual waistband becomes almost like a mouth.
Damn.
When it's
they ever
crazy is
strangle
the last
anybody?
half, the final act that reveals why the genes are possessed gets into like some really deep, dark, like problems with labor and just capitalism and shit. And I'm like,
it has a message.
I'm so
It
in.
has a message.
like it's got a message. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Deathbed doesn't have a message.
Don't say
End of the episode.
Yeah.
Deathbed
doesn't have a message.
Yeah. I watched. I gave it 3 stars whenever I did watch it, like 3 years ago. So I'll have to rewatch it. Maybe
there you go.
That's not that bad.
No, yeah, 3 stars is good.
3 stars from Derek. What did you rate the movie you just saw before it?
3 stars from Derek. I mean, that's good. What did you say? What was your question?
What did you rate the movie you saw before it?
Before I watch Slacks, or
yeah.
Oh, I don't know. How do I do that?
I'm gonna go with
I don't know. But I'm saying if you gave the movie right before it 5 stars, Slacks might have been even better.
Yeah,
you were just reeling it in because you can't do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
got it. Oh, it's funny. You guys really fucking really don't like that I didn't like Goosebumps. A fucking Jack Black kids movie. I'm so upset.
Actually, yes. I was thinking about that earlier today.
Quite bitter.
Literally thinking about that earlier today.
Holy shit.
Wow.
So good.
Yeah. That fucker still didn't like it.
He's like lives Justin every week. Fucking still 2.5 stars. He's fucking still up there.
Yeah, he's got push notifications enabled and everything.
Yeah.
It's like, let me know if Derek changes this fucking score. So I can sleep.
He's got a reminder set for him to go look just in case the push notifications didn't work.
Oh shit. Oh wow. Oh, Derek.
Oh no.
Derek.
Uh-oh.
What have you done now?
No, we're not going to talk about it on the podcast.
Oh,
wow.
We're going to save that for later. However, I mean, let's see. Messiah of Evil, 3.5 stars. Deathbed, the bed that eats, 3.5 stars.
Messiah of Evil is pretty dope.
Yeah. Of course, wow, Josh, you really, that's a good point. Messiah of Evil, 3.5 stars. Next, Deathbed, the bed that eats, 3.5 stars. Then Monster House, 4 stars. So see, now he's going up.
Okay.
Alligator, 4.5 stars.
Goddamn
Next,
right.
next one.
Did just rewatch.
Next
Alligator.
one, House of Wax, back down to 3.5.
Oh.
So it's peaks and
House of
valleys,
Wax.
dude.
Well, yeah.
I think House of Wax is a solid 3.5 star movie.
The 1953 one is.
Yeah, I've never actually watched the 1953
Yeah.
one, but
yeah, come on, you know who you're talking to, dude. Just the fucking.
I know.
I have to hipster fucking douchebag. That's like. I have to. I'm watching only 50s.
Oh, you're talking
if it's
about
not in the 50s. I don't
one?
like
Yeah,
it.
no, sorry.
Yeah.
Brother, you're gonna have to shave that beard and start working on that
Millennial
mustache if you're gonna be like that.
Yeah.
he could rock it. He's got a good head.
He could
for
rock it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we brought it back.
Mustache with the mullet.
I'm glad that we brought it back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to dudes complimenting dudes.
Dudes compliment dudes.
I did recently watch Pearl for the first time, which was fucking awesome.
Yes.
He knocked it out of the park with Pearl.
Did you watch X?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Which
So
I
now
like
you're gonna
Pearl
watch
better than
Maxine?
X. Yeah, I haven't seen Maxine yet.
Nice.
I haven't seen any of them yet. I'm gonna watch them to start. I'm probably gonna watch
Pearl
them
was great. Yeah. I mean, it's very, very different from X. But it was yeah. I just watched it for the first time recently. But
Nice.
yeah.
I'm happy for you, Derek. I support your endeavors in life.
Well, yeah. Fuck me, man, I guess. Right?
No, that's cool. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah. There is that one
as
monologue.
you can tell,
that,
Justin's super into him.
No, there is that one monologue. That I won't spoil it because James hasn't seen it.
Thank you.
But yeah, there is one monologue that she delivers that towards the end of the movie.
Oh, in Pearl,
which is just fucking phenomenal.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, it was insane.
Yeah, one of the I didn't really care for the movie as a whole, but that one scene was just fucking masterful. It was just yeah.
What was the? Just
what?
What?
It just reminded me of Owen Wilson and Zoolander. Is he talking about Sting? Or he's like, like I really admire Sting. Like I never really listened to his music much, but I really respect that he makes it. Something like that. I forget the quote. For whatever reason, the way he delivered that.
I think that was it.
The way he delivered that, like hate the movie, but that monologue, fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
just reminded me of that. Not a perfect analogy there, but it just reminded me.
God, what a good movie. They're in the computer?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
God. Well, all right. Well, I think we've come full circle.
I think there's an ending in there somewhere.
Yeah, we'll find it.
Yeah.